Hello, how you doing? Welcome to this live session where we are going to remove some blocks from abundance, and at the same time I would like to share housekeeping items while you guys know I'm alive. Please let me know if the sound it is okay. Set your intentions, put yourself comfortable. I think we're going to be like an hour, probably a bit more. It will depend on the questions, on how we flow and guides. All my sessions are healing every time I go live. This is kind of how my energy it is built up, I think. So if you have things to do, you cannot be the whole time. It's okay. It's going to be here on the page, and at the same time, I'm going to upload it on YouTube, so you guys will have time to listen to it. Thank you so much for the stars. Let me see if I can. I was trying to put the sound more, but I think we are okay. Please stop where you are. How are you feeling? And your intentions for today. First of all, thank you all for the donations that I have received. Sometimes I receive stars for the while. Sometimes people do it through PayPal, $5, $10, $20. That helps me to keep doing these free events. Another way that you guys can support me if you feel drawn to it is send a hug, send a blessing to all of us right here right now through the page, or you guys can copy and share. That helps too. At the same time, I wanted to remind all of you that we're going to start at 28 this abundance of alchemy. So this is going to be the initiation, and I always do it for free the first time. For the ones that have already subscribed, we're gonna start having the sessions next week, so please contact me so we can schedule the best time to go. Right here we're gonna do kind of like a session the way I do right now to clear beliefs, but because we're going to communicate just through the energy. It may be a specific to have a session with me or with anyone you feel drawn to. So basically this is going to be identifying blocks, removing blocks, filling them with light, with something positive, and then shifting into another frequency. And I'm going to explain a little bit what we're going to do. And I wanted to do it this time because we are on a full moon in Scorpio. Remember, in Scorpio, it's like, I'm not an expert on astrology, but I have had many Scorpio boyfriends in my life. So I think I know a little bit how Scorpios are. They can be very good or very bad, very mean or very soft. It's like two extremes of duality. So this is kind of what is happening at the collective level, and I'm going to expand a little bit more next week. We're gonna have the membership energy report next week. I'm gonna post about it. For the ones that are in the membership already, I'm gonna post the date and time in our community board on YouTube. For the ones that would like to join, you guys can join for $2.99. We do have, I think I have like 85 videos or something, like a big library that you guys can just tune into meditation classes, channelings, and then it's like a huge course for a very, very, very affordable price. And you can just join by subscribing into my channel, and then it's gonna appear a button that says join, and it's gonna give you 3 options: $2.99, $14.99, and $20.99. You guys can read there what will be the difference, but we're gonna have our energy report for May next week. But in the overall, we have the sun and Cancer. Oh, thank you for those stars and for those hearts. Cancer, it is a very sensitive, caring, protective sign. So we're gonna have lots of emotions coming up to the surface, feeling very sensitive, very empathic, and at the same time, this represents like a reset in the universe. It's like a change for a very view. That's why I decided to hurry up and do this course at this time, because we are starting a new cycle where the ideal it is for us to set the intentions. When we set the intentions for our energy, we create the pockets for the energy to be filled in. That's why it's so important to set intentions. And then at the same time, you have, I think, like 6 planets all at the same time. I don't remember all of them, but for the universe, it's like a full reset and alignment that we're all going to go through. It is automatic, and at the same time, it's helping us to put our house, our home in order. That home is myself, my energy, who I am showing up to the world, but at the same time, where am I connected with? That's why it's so important to manifest. You don't have to be in that course with me. There is lots of information on YouTube, there is lots of meditation in my channel, or with whoever you feel drawn to. But my advice it is, if you're going to manifest anyway, and the energy is going to be in the huge extremes of Scorpio, and all these planets that are colliding together, take the advantage of that powerful frequency to redirect your energy into what will benefit you the most, instead of feeling entangled with the collective about this fighting spirit that we are seeing. There is lots of wounds, very sensitive people react suddenly with the wound instead of with peace. I have seen at the same time lots of karmic wounds coming up again, very old wounds. So reset is a good thing, even though it can be stressful a little bit, or maybe feel like I'm not in the dream, I'm not living the dream, I'm not living the life that I desire. But at the same time, it's an opportunity for all of us to realign into a new version of us, a version that is more abundant, that is more complete, that is more whole, that is more centered in where we are, but at the same time in where we are going. Yes, for the ones that are drawn to the course, I'm bringing a question. We're gonna start at 28. You guys can sign in at encodedfrequency.com. We do have only the course for 58. We do have only the session, I think it's 62, and we do have both for 98. And then the sessions, we're gonna start having the sessions, and I'm going to send the material the 28th, I believe. For the ones that are already in the membership for the higher level, I did already send you the abundance course. I'll just add 4 more meditations that are basically cleaning karma, clearing blocks, stuff like that, like the one that we're gonna do today. Do you guys have any other questions? Give me a minute, let me see if I can read better from my iPad. At the same time, we're going to work with 5 steps for manifestation. Very simple stuff that you guys can note it if you want to. So good. Oh, thank you so much for the stars. I do appreciate. This is the 5 steps that you guys can notate it in a piece of paper if you want to, or go back and write it then later. First of all, it is always connected to the light. how is that we are connected to the light? For me, I close my eyes a little bit. I tune into myself. I feel my heart. I look for something that helped me to be still. It could be contemplation, meditation, go outside, breathing, whatever technique that works out for you. Second, it is we're going to identify the blocks. We're going to do it in a meditation. I just would like to explain how this works out so you guys can understand it. And remember, when we understand how things work out, that is so powerful. Second is to identify our blocks. Sometimes we think, I'm having lots of examples in the sessions lately. People said to me, it's so hard to manifest a partner that is not narcissistic. That is a belief. It's not true. It's not hard to manifest a partner, but that belief, the mindset thinks all the couples I can have maybe are narcissistic. That's why it's so hard to find one is not a narcissistic. So the ideal it is for us to identify that beliefs that we have. It feels like hell. This is so hard. It feels like a war zone. It's hard for me to have the job of my dreams. It's so hard to be at peace. My emotions feel uncontrollable. All those are beliefs. This is the mindset we have. So please reflect, identify what is your mindset. And when you identify yourself, saying things like, how do I say that in English? Like, for example, how many of you heard that when you were little? Who do you think you are? By asking for a chocolate when you were little, or for example, it runs in the family. You are gonna have to be farmer like all of us. Or for example, don't ever ask for money. We don't have money to buy that. Those things like that are beliefs that were seated within when we were kids. And then, for example, maybe I sell stuff. Maybe I do sessions. I'm a healer. But I cannot charge my clients because my mother told me when I was little, you can never ask for money. So I'm gonna have like a duality within me about charging or not. Things like that. This is the mindset that block us. And at the same time, other thing that I'm working for myself, it is my posture. If I go back whenever I feel insecure, I'm gonna be like this, or I'm gonna be like this, or I'm gonna be like this, right? But when I feel confident because I have a new dress, or because I put makeup on it, or I went to the salon, or I feel beautiful, I'm gonna be like that, right? Sparkling, smiling, because I feel secure. Security, it is highly connected to abundance, because if I feel safe, whatever is going on the collective, I'm going to be okay, and things are going to work out for me. Does that make sense? So work with the image you send to the world, because manifestation, it's 80% feeling and 20% things you do. Does that make sense? Please type your questions. I'm going to. So when we identify our beliefs, probably the question it is, okay, Gretel, I do identify my beliefs. Now, how do I do so I can release them? The easiest way it is to do a meditation. Another way that you guys can do it, it is going into a meditative state and then find your center. Remember, always connected to the light, and then ask, when was the first time I felt I could not charge for my services, for example? That is a big thing on light workers. And then probably the question it will be what age I had, from whom I duplicate that belief. Does that make sense? Like, for example, for me, I identify that I felt I was not enough when I was 3 because it was in a scene where I needed something and I was ignored and I was put like in a second plate because it was something more important. So when I was going back in time, I remember that I instantly felt, oh, I'm not important because they're not paying attention to me. And then I instantly put a code in my brain that says, I'm not enough, I'm not important, I don't deserve, people ignore me. Does that make sense? So when you guys identify, it's not a place for us to have judgment for whatever happened. It is for us to fill it with light and something possible, and then at the same time transform it so it no longer defines us. And probably the mindset, in my case, it will be, yeah, but that happened 36 years ago, and you are grown up now, and you know that's not true, and you have changed. Does that make sense? So we create a new mindset for our life. I hope that makes sense. And then the idea is to clear transmute across all time, space, reality, dimensions, planets, forms. Because probably I can clear course. Let's say that I want to clear course with the narcissistic ex-partner I had. I'm gonna do a meditation. But how many lives I do have with him that we are connected and we have the same abusive empath relationship. So every time you heal all versions of you, all aspects of you across all time, all forms, all dimensions. Does that make sense? Clear chords in all connections you have. Let's do a little bit of meditation, and then I would like to explain some of the other tips. I have to share. I'm gonna drink a little bit of water. For me, being abundant, it's feeling free. It's doing whatever I want to do when I do it. And simple details as I would like to buy, let's say, almond milk, but it's expensive. So I'm gonna get normal milk. And probably the difference is just $5. But the mindset it is, I don't deserve the almond milk to spend $5 that are not really gonna make the difference because I may feel I'm not enough. So I'm always choosing the smaller version of what I do deserve. Does that make sense? Sometimes we need to upgrade. This is how we heal a daily basis. If you feel drawn to do something, to buy something for yourself, to take a day off, to have a vacation or whatever, and you said, no, but I'm gonna have to do things, so I better save the money for this because we are really saying I'm not enough to have that because I may not have all month. So with these little details, a day-to-day basis, we can heal, upgrade, and transmute our abundant mindset. And I hope that makes sense. If we really think $5, $10, $20 is not a difference. So when we shop, for example, and another thing it is, don't be afraid to pay it. Because I was with a client last week and then it was asking me, girl, I wanna send this money to you, but PayPal took a lot from you. What about taxes? And I said, it's okay. It's good to pay taxes because it's my service for my city. They're gonna use it for street schools, whatever. And if they don't use it, it's not my business, but I was a good citizen. So don't be afraid to pay, because when we are afraid to pay, it's like we're saying, I may not have, so I'm gonna save it. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. This is how we identify the difference between feeling complete and supported and secure and feeling limited and afraid because things may happen that I may not know what to do. Okay, while you guys put your comments, let's begin. I'm going to ask the most highest and loving guys that can come to today. I have no idea. Please close your eyes. We're going to use our imagination today. Imagine that you can hold the hand of your higher self and the universe in the other side. That may be their source from creator, mother, father, God, spirit, whatever name you would like to give that. And then next to them you have your guides and all of us as a circle of light. We do have angels, the guardians of the abundance from all dimensions, the realms of Gaia. We do have the healing council of light. We do have sound masters, healing masters. We do have like language experts, sacred geometry, our guides from the stars, our ancestors. We do have, and I do welcome the karmic board, and we do have the Akashic Records board at the same time. So let's just breathe. Nishka sete kuya nade asuya. Let's breathe and relax, and remember the first step it is always connected to the light. We are the Higher Self Collective. We are honored and welcome to be here with you all today. Please receive our blessings from our hearts into yours. We will ask you to take a deep breath into your heart, opening the portal of the heart, breathing slowly, making sure you are always connected to the light. And as you exhale, release all the fears, worries, their resistance, until you create a pattern. Close your eyes and ask the mind not to disturb you, but to support you. Just observe the light that enters your heart. Reconnect, feel, and exhale. The higher self represents your higher mind. It represents your source, the manager of your own oversoul, the one who is the guardian of your contracts, your technology, your connections, the seer, the visionary mind, the one who receives you when you transition. Please welcome, feel us. Nishka sekia te korek iki iteki ishka. You're going to see like a tornado of light just above your head, and it is wider as the widest part than your shoulders. Nishka skeshkia kia te sakoi kia na ni iki iti ishki isa hoko iki ine ni ini iti iseki ishki ako ti iki ina. Breathe the light. Find your own pattern. Align your chakras to align, to heal, to restore. Today, your job it is to be an investigator. Your memories searching for blocks and limitations. Breathe ni isa shikia hosaho ki iti iki ishna. Each of you will receive a different combo of codes of light designed uniquely for you. Every time you go back to this transmission, you will receive just what you need, not more, not less. Go back into seeing the tornado of light just above your head. It's going to come down there as through your crown, then bathing your light, and it is going to move all your energy. Nia sasheki ikiate soikiate. Now place your attention into your seat bone. Yes. And take a look as if you could see inside of you. Is your spine providing the support you need? If it's not, allow yourself to adjust your posture. Your bones represent the support. Without your bones, your body will be jelly. You will not be able to act in the light. Feel the light that expands your lungs, that opens your heart, release the heaviness of your shoulders. Feel the light that shifts your eyes into cameras, opens your ears, your throat. Allow your lower chakras to go strong. Nishka sakuiki ete ishki ese hekiana. Tiarasha se hoiki na ikite ki ishna.
You're going to move all your energy as a cascade of light, and if you can imagine it, rotating it as brushes of a car wash. And the job it is to dislodging the stuff that is toxic, the stuff that represent thoughts, limiting beliefs, feelings, as you can imagine your vortex rotating above, below, the left, the right, around. Feel the relaxation. Ni ishki esahako oku ishki te ikiana. You are connected to the light. Allow as many brushes of light as you need, bathing away, washing away the warming light. Through you, run you, the left, the right, below. Ni ishki arashe iki ishkiate. Ni hakaoki ite ishki. So now I ask you that now imagine that you have a magical notepad. So write the intentions for today. Nihihi ashke isaha kooti iki ikiayate iki ishna.
And as you breathe and exhale, ask a question.
When was the first time that I felt worry about money? When was the first time that I felt that I did not have enough? Let your mind to travel in time, back, forward, when you were a little younger, into an scene on your mind, and notice the brushes of light, dislodging any toxic stuff. Your energy is being expanded and open, always connected to the light. If you cannot see, imagine you will see. what age you had, whom you duplicated from, who is with you, saying that you cannot pay, you cannot buy, you don't have enough, that you don't deserve that you feel limited, not free, restricted. And now command your mind to travel into the root of the cause for your abundance problems, whatever that it is. It could be unworthiness, not feeling enough, not feeling value, not being able to receive or to give, feeling not free. And just identify one, the one that you are ready to release today. Ni ishka asahaki ite ikiarai kiti ishna. And know that you are connected to the light is safe. Now, without any judgment, just observe what was happening. And now we ask you, what do you still believe from other people in your life, from society? Is that who you really are? And now look inside your body as if your eyes are cameras that just go up, up, up through your eyebrows to your brain and then inside your body. What is that block located? Is it in a chakra? Is it in an organ? Does it has a color? And now bring the light. Nihasashi kioro tierra korni iki iti arakiana se shikiya. And now, as you identify your block, the one that is more relevant to be released today, the root of the cause, command. I clear and transmute across all time, space, reality, all dimensions or planets, all forms, for the highest good of all. I clear and transmute all time and space and reality and all dimensions, all planets, all forms of me, and for the highest good of all. And now bring the light in and feel the memory, the feeling, the sensation with something positive. If that is seen would be your friend, what will be teaching you? Why did your soul choose to have that experience as a positive experience for you? Let the guidance to come true. Do not judge it. Nishkasa haki iteki ishkate koro otene erese haki iteki ishna. And now ask yourself, what do I need to do in order to shift it into a higher light where I no longer need to feel or utilize that block as an opportunity of growth? And let your higher mind, me, the higher self, your higher self, to show you, to guide you through colors, sensation, images in your mind. Ni ishka asahaki iteki ikiara teki ishki. You gotta create the feeling, you gotta cultivate the feeling. Create the feeling that you are abundant, that you are a millionaire, abundant of light, full of light. And now bring something positive. Shift it. When you justify why you no longer need to use that block, whether that it is, I'm not that person anymore. I'm not wounded anymore. I can heal myself in every single breath. I no longer need to feel that limiting belief. I am a grown up, I am mature, I am ascending. I am so connected that I no longer need to feel that limitation or block. So justify, explain to the universe that is holding your hand why you no longer need that block in your present moment. And now welcome the angels of abundance. They have a bank. They are the experts on finances about energy. They work for the universe. So the manager come to you and you are going to instantly transport yourself into 3, 2, 1 now. Into a room what is made of wood, very ancient, very decorated, very extravagant, extremely elegant. You are sitting with this aura of light, white light, that can speak to you. It has a type of contracts, and those contracts represent the thermostat of your energy. If what you're asking it is to earn more money, it will have what you have earned in the last 6 months divided into 6. So that will have an amount. And it will ask you if you would like to change that amount. That could be love, that it could be wealth, that it could be peace. They are all currencies in exchange. So this angel asks you to elevate yourself because you already released the biggest block you had, and to rearrange your finances. And it asks you what is the amount of income, energy, peace, love, creation, or whatever that you're asking for that you would like to have. And as you visualize it and feeling it within your body, the angel asks you now, what are you willing to do in order to match the frequency that it is required for you to have that reality as a manifested reality within your present moment? You may see yourself doing certain activities that are suggested for your higher self. Please tune into your guidance now. Ni ishka asahaki ikia teka akode. Nida tekiashka sohokuikia na tekia hukoya. So you can cultivate the millionaire version of you. You cannot rise into greatness if you are not grounded into whom you are. Ni ishka asahaki iteka areki aratara surukuishki ikiana. You have to have the mindset of an abundant human being that is always connected, that instantly clears, transmute across all time, dimension, and realities, that fill those pockets with positive energy and that shift into higher light. So the universe asks you again, are you committed to change your mindset? Ni ishka sahaku kiteki iki ishka. Where do you see yourself now? And what do you see in yourself that holds you back with limitation? This is what the universe is asking you. Where do you hold yourself? Nishkaraki etarasorokushgosu hokite. Allow yourself to be receiving these guidance, these images through your intuition, through your mind. And now from this place, create the strategy for you to elevate yourself. From this place, when you become a millionaire, a billionaire, full love and light and healing, where you can transcend yourself, where you can create the reality that you deserve and that you know you are enough to receive. Ni ishka asahaki ite haki te karakotiki arasuraki ni iki esna. You cannot start being abandoned from a place where you said, how make this happen? How I can do this now? Because that is a place of fear. You have to create and shift into the millionaire version of you. So ask yourself, how would I feel if I will be a millionaire? And if I already will have all the things that I would like to manifest? How would I dress myself? How would I speak? What activities I would do? How I would stand up? Would I be expensive? Would I be confident? And this is how you are meant to wake up every day and go back in every moment, always connected to the light, activating, creating that version of you, upgrading yourself, upgrading your concepts, upgrading your feelings, shifting your level of tolerance, where you don't allow yourself to receive less than you deserve. And choose always the best for yourself, the best rest, the best food, the best activities, the best people in your life, where you're willing to give abundantly, to receive. What happened when someone make a compliment to you? Just make a quick reflection and say, oh, you look beautiful today. And sometimes how many of you instantly reply, oh, you look beautiful too. Why don't you sink a little bit with that compliment and accept it as people see the beautiful in you? You don't have to feel obligated to reply back. It's easy and simple. All you have to do is feel that you already are ascended, that you already have all you need, always connected to the light. Light language don't have to be understood. They are patterns of light, pieces of light in order to bring you back into wholeness, into connection with your higher self, and truly being embodying that millionaire version of you. So let's dive into it. I want you guys to sit deeply within yourself. Go back into your body in 3, 2, 1, now. Take your time to sit within yourself, always connected to the light. Ni ishka sareki arrakoro kotareki ishka ni itikiya. Bring your awareness in your body, being present, being connected. Let your energy to flow, going deeper and deeper and deeper, recreating this $1,000,000 version of you, this abundant version of you. Imagine yourself dressing, feeling, standing up, and as you witness this new creation, Allow yourselves to reprogram yourself, your brain, your memories. You can do this as many times as you need. Daily is that it is necessary. That will be our suggestion. Let your chakras to receive new codes of abundance. Ni ishka asaki ikita arokure esariki te ara ishna. As you see yourself in the tornado of light, or these brushes of light, take the all and make peace for the new, feeling as if you already have it all. Feeling the gratitude ni ishka arasokure ishki ti iniana. And notice and the feel around you, the feel in your physical body, the shift. Notice how your cells feels, your organs, your heart, and keep the brushes of light to go up and down and above and the left and the right, and allow yourself to shift and shift. Sitting positive light ni ishke araki ite ara surku tarakoraki araki. Ne era asara kor ki ashki asahku uku ni iti. Let vahai ki aku ud oso ishki ikiaya. That is just the feeling of having it all. Being in the best place where you can be, with greatest opportunities that are going to be showing up for you. Making these step actions, making these choices now. See yourself, investing your light into new concepts, new habits, being committed, persevering, with ease and flow. Just what you need, not more. And now shift, 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 shift. Ni ira atare esiri ki ara kore ite ki ara ashukuru utere ki ana. Breathe, always connected into the light. And now shift, 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 shift. Ni ire ki ara ase hukud oro kote ne ere ki eseki ite ki ana. And now from this place, center yourself, being all the golden light, all the opportunities that are available for you to step into a new version of you. Whatever happened in the collective does not define you. Whatever happened in your past does not define your present. Your feeling defines your present. Ni ishka asaki itiki ara akuro trokuyanate iki ishka. And from this place, ask you higher yourself to become one with you, so you can be always connected to the light and receive guidance. Ni ishki ara tera asarukodiki itiki isha. Ni ishki asahako, given the best version of you, not limiting yourself and doing all things you deserve to give and receive. And now merging with higher self, shifting into shift, 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 shift now. And from this place, ground, go steady now, instantly, stillness. And allow the brushes of light to break the all and to go above, the left, the right, below you, in and out. Allowing it to very naturally be released across all time dimensions in reality, time-staying versions of you and the highest good of all. And now, one more time, invite your higher self to guide you. Invite all the gold, all the light, all the love, all the peace, all the opportunities for you to be a millionaire within your own light. And now in 3, 2, 1, shift, 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 shift with ease and grace and no effort, instantly. Ni iri iti ki ara ashke esahoku ite ki ishna. Choose to step into the path that is easiest way for you to flow. Always connected to your light. And now send that the same desire for all humanity. And let them upgrade the ones who are ready to receive this blessing for all of us. And invite you loved ones, the ones you know, and any random people that may be ready to receive these upgrades for the highest good of all through their higher selves. And now always connected to the light, all visualizing a happy human collective at peace, abundant, center in the light. And now let's command I clear, transmute across all time in reality for myself and humanity. All blocks, regard
abundance, love, light, or anything that is needed and for the highest good of all. Ni ishki isahake et.
And as you breathe the light in and connect into the light, now shift for yourself and humanity. Shift, 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 shift for the highest good of all. Ni ira are eki ishki asahake itiko okoidiki iki and heart. A strong back, but open heart. A strong back, but open heart. A strong back, always protected, always supported, always secure, but open heart to give and receive. And now shift, 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 shift for yourself and humanity and the highest good of all. We would like to ask you to ground. You can go back for this transmission for the ones that have not decided to be in the course. You guys can do this transmission for 20 days. We will suggest at least 21 days to identify practice where you are ascending from, so you can be always connected to the light. You can always identify what needs to be clear, transmute, bring the light in, fill it with something positive, and shift, shift, shift. And as you practice, it's going to be part of your own new version of you, and it's going to be a piece of cake. But the first challenge, it is the practice to feel that you already have all you need, and that all that is required for you is to be always connected to the light. Ni ishke asahaku uta oro kote isehaki ikiya. Please come back as you feel guided with ease and grace in no effort, feeling centered within your own body, and open your eyes. We thank you, we honor you, we bless you. Ni ishki ashaki ide ara toro oseki ene ni shahai. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. That was good. This is kind of what I have been doing for myself. All courses I do, of course, I need to practice them. You can keep your eyes closed. You are going to keep having your energetic thermostat change into a mindset that is more abundant than before. We do have many beliefs that sometimes unconsciously rule us, and they come out to the surface whenever they are ready to release, or whenever we are ready to step into a higher light. So play with your limitations, not shooting them down or resisting them, but shifting them, so we can create that feeling that it's all good. Even though Facebook or news or family or whoever is saying that things are bad or wrong, when we are always connected to the light, remember, we instantly clear and transmute whatever that it is distorted, because we are in our center. At least this is what I'm learning, what I'm practicing within myself. And another thing it is start where you are. Because sometimes we think when I am master Reiki level 24, I'm gonna be a healer. No, start where you are. Start practicing where you are. If you don't have the money to do a course, then look for free stuff. But practice, practice, practice will actually make you a good healer or whatever you would like to accomplish. Don't set your abundance for later within time because you think you are not ready yet. Because that is self-sabotaging, I think. And at the same time, mm, open your field for manifestation. Wake up every day as knowing and sensing like today it's gonna be a good day. I'm gonna make sure it's gonna be a good day. Whatever you need to do, whatever you like it or not, set your intention. I remember that I used to live in Houston a few years ago, and I was a waitress, so I could have done in tips between $50 and $100 per shift, like 8 or 9 hours waiting tables. That when I needed to pay my rent, I needed certain amount of money to be made for the same job I was doing. So perhaps it was the end of the month, and I said, oh my God, today I need $150 because it's gonna be my due date for my rent tomorrow. And I was bringing positive and then offering margaritas and whatever to my clients, and I was selling more, and I will normally get whatever I set in my mind. That's why setting intentions it is important because we create the pockets for those realities to be created, but at the same time, set your intentions, but don't get fixated on them. Like, for example, I do want to manifest a twin flame that it is 45 years old, white, 6 feet, that has certain profession. It's okay to have details, but leave open for the unexpected surprises to come because sometimes I think the universe has a better version of what we set the intention for. Does that make sense? So let the good to come. Another thing that I wanted to say, things that I have been seeing. Expand your capacity to receive. Like, for example, I wanted to give certain amount of money for some person that I know that needed. And then when I offer the money, the person instantly said, no, 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 because you were a single mom and you don't have a stable job, so keep it for yourself. So I was going to give it because I knew I had the money to give, but I didn't because the person blocked me from giving that to them. Giving is one of the greatest tools for us to circulate our money. Donate whatever to whomever. It doesn't have to be money, it could be your time, it could be things you have, but it allows us to give and it will come from us one way or another. And at the same time, when someone would like to give you anything, it's like, for example, oh, I have this for you as a gift. Oh, but it's not the color that I wanted. At the same time, we're blocking the abundance to come to us. I hope that makes sense. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to. Another thing that I wanted to say, let me see. Don't tolerate scarcity on details where you can elaborate. Your blueprint is like a combo of codes where we are that form our soul or our personality that we are having an experience of because it's how our light filters. Like, for example, I have a code that says that I'm a female, that I'm from Mexico, that I'm a light worker, that I'm a star seed. All those are codes kind of like this that belong to me, right? Look, this is our chakras. This represents light and shadow And all the codes are the things we believe as fact. Like, for example, we believe after January comes February, and after February comes March. This is a fact. So it's a code that we have. We do believe we need to eat in order for survive. If we do not have that code, our body would adjust into only feed from sunlight and water like plants, right? So the scarcity comes from having, mm, I would like to be a healer, but I'm not ready yet. That I'm not ready yet comes from scarcity. Does not come from higher self of the universe, comes from a distorted code that said you are not enough to heal anyone. I hope that makes sense. So your blueprint, it is your thermostat. Like when you adjust your AC to be cold, warm, fresh, or heat. This is another thing. Yes, my energy is going to come from my core of light. So 80% that happen outside of me comes from within, from my 20% within, right? That I signal. But it combines with the energy of my family, my friends, my clients, all of you, because I depend from you, because I work from you, and then the collective, my country. So that will give a thermostat. That thermostat, I have to adjust it. How I adjust it? With my light. Being always connected, being rested, finding peace, or whatever that it is needed. I hope that makes sense. So your frequency plus collective plus the universe equal to manifestation. So perhaps some people says, I am in 5 dimension. Not yet. You probably will momentarily while you meditate, but because outside is 4D, your energy will be hold a little bit because it connects this to all. I hope that makes sense. So cultivate the feeling where you feel all is good. And that comes from here and here. Because if I wake up in the morning and said, oh my God, I have to go to work and it's just Tuesday and I have to wake up at 5. Oh, I hate it. I just want it to be Friday. Probably my day is going to be all messy because I set my intention in my mind. So be aware about what you think, what you said, because that is what makes your reality. I cannot read the questions. I don't know if you guys have any questions. But I'm going to rephrase a little bit what I said before. Thank you all for the stars that you give me and the donations that I receive. I have been seeing the notifications. Setting the intentions is creating a pocket for the energy to sink in with the reality we would like to tap in. Being abundant, it's a sense of freedom. But at the same time, for me, it is opening opportunities I did not know I had on hand. Like, for example, I never thought I was going to be right here doing this. I did not even like Facebook 7 years ago. I didn't know I could be an artist and be making good money for a living by having an unstable job. So I found new opportunities. I didn't know that they were going to serve for me. And actually, I'm happy with where I am. Of course, I want more things, but I'm happy where I am. I'm content. Of course, it's enough right now because it's where I am, but I do would like to adjust into a better place. So be open for whatever that universe and your higher mind think it is the best for you because sometimes we need to upgrade our concepts. And another thing, money, guys, I haven't seen every time I post something about abundance or a service, some people are gonna comment. You should not charge. It should be for free, things like that. This is just a mindset we all have. I do charge because I do have no other job and I do have 3 employees who I pay. So I need to charge for it because I actually support 3 people. And if I could, I would like to pay for more people, of course. That's why I do it's my job, and probably I it's not about the energy exchange, it's more about my time or something. That's why I charge for it, right? But money is just an amplifier, like a crystal. Money can be used for good or for bad. Not because money is good or bad, it's just the exchange we use. In another planet, it could be codes, it could be gold, it could be crystals, whatever, but right here we use money. So don't be afraid of money. Money is not bad. Sometimes I hear people that says, "No, I don't want to be part of the system. That's why I don't pay taxes or whatever." Whatever mindset you had is fine, probably is working out for you, but I think in order for us to be in abundance, this is what I have learned. Order is needed, certain order, because order leads into harmony. The other day, I was having a dream preparing for this course that's gonna start at 28th, and then I was in a home, and then in the house, it has leaks of water and things, and then my guys were explaining that whenever you dream with a home, it represents your technology, your chakras, your body, what you think, your soul. And then it was not my home, it was someone else's home. And then I was seeing that they were saying, okay, choose who's not gonna eat because we don't have enough food for all of you. So one of the kids says, I'm not gonna have dinner tonight. So you guys can eat. I'm gonna eat dinner tomorrow. And I said, no, why are you gonna do this? I can pay for it. I have money. I will pay the extra for the food. And then my guys were saying, whenever you hold yourself to do something you need because you think it's not enough, you are blocking your abundance. Does that make sense? And then I wake up and I was saying like, oh, I have to I have not to do that. Like for example, not buying strawberries because they are expensive, or something organic because I am limiting myself thinking I may not have tomorrow, so I'm not gonna have that for me. This is like a little example about where we show up scarcity, I think. Another thing, being abundant for me is not only being free, doing whatever you want to do, but it's also about saying yes when everyone else is saying no because they are afraid or terrified to step into the light. So being abundance is feeling free, confident, secure, trusting, having hope that all is working out for you, whatever news or everyone else says. And at the same time, feeling confident to be the best version of you, to do your enough. And to do your enough is good. It's good because this is what it is happening. Where you are and where I am is what is meant to be because it's what we are all experiencing for. And if we were in New Earth, it will be another thing. But right now, we're not there yet. Not because it's bad or good, but just because it's a different experience. So, if our soul and higher self think it's best for us to be here with the economy like this, with the government like this, and COVID and all things, it's because it's serving for a greater purpose. So, trust the unseen. Trust that all is good and that all is working out for you. I think I don't have any questions that I can read, so I do apologize for that. I'm going to go into the comments later. Please share the experience, your tips for others, because I don't know it all. This is something that I practice in right now.
For myself, and not because I'm doing bad. Actually, I'm doing good with my finances. That I felt like I needed to adjust myself into a new level of me, my confidence, my trust, my freedom, Mm, I'm going to go later with the questions. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for the shares, the comments. I hope you like it. For the stars, I appreciate so much for the support. Once again, for the ones that asked me at the beginning for the membership, $2.99, you can join, and I have, I think, like 88 videos exclusive for you guys. And the second level is $14.99, and the third level is $29.99. We still have the guides with us. Tap your intentions. Go back to this recording if you would like to do any other belief that you would like to get rid of. And for the ones that decide to do the abundance course, it's 33 videos. We talk about beliefs, body technology, a little bit of how you can attract, a little bit about how to tune into frequencies of manifestation. It's a little bit of everything. We do have like 4 meditations for clearing karma, limiting beliefs, so you guys can shift and adjust. In another 4 meditations that are channeling the sides for rearrange your finances. I put some of those. I have been putting a little bit of the activations, I think, open in YouTube for everyone. And then I split the course a little bit for the ones that are in my membership. But for the ones that decide to start with me, I decided to do the 28th because it's going to be a full moon. And the energy is going to be inducing for manifestation. But you don't have to be with me if you don't feel drawn to, not at the moment. But set your intentions, practice on whoever you feel drawn to do. Thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful and wonderful day. Bye-bye.